What's up?
How's it going?
All right. I think we're in.
Live.
Right?
Episode 5.
Oh, we got Bryce. We got Bryce in the house.
What's up, Bryce? Thanks for joining us.
I got the silicone straw today.
Yeah, we got a few of those at home too. My kids are digging it.
The metal clink clank, it wasn't really working for me.
Did yours come with like a cleaning, like a little cleaner?
Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
don't use it. We don't use it. We just throw it outside, rub it in the dirt. It's clean enough, you know. It'd be all right.
Technology.
Nah, I mean, we try not to leave it messy and gross for too long. Otherwise, it becomes an issue. The neighbors might say something, you know. So what's up, man? It's been a long time. We were supposed to do this yesterday. Yeah. I'm glad we're able to kind of punch it in today and get it pumped up. But
you had a good excuse yesterday, so
yeah. How was your weekend?
It was all right. It was a religious fast yesterday, so I was fasting the whole day, but a bit thoughtful, time to reflect, time to sleep. And yeah. I kind of stepped out of the bubble for a couple days. It was really comforting actually to get out, but at the same time I was like kind of antsy, I think is the word, like, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. I wonder what's happening. But I mean, from like an NFT perspective, nothing really dropped this weekend, which was fine. But like from the community perspective, it kind of felt good to be away, but also like felt like I was missing out on just the chatter.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's like something like, you know, for the past 60 days or whatever, we've been like deep, you know, like every day bros. And it's you know, myself included, it's just like, you know, I kind of took a little, you know, I took one day off, and Mark catches I love that guy. Mark catches the originally owned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch up my seating. I don't like that seating arrangement.
No, it's cool. I was totally shocked about it too. It's like when I like woke up the next day and was like, holy shit, this happened to Mark.
Dude,
I couldn't believe it. Like that was also like I was kind of removed, and I didn't really, like I knew that he was doing it, and I sent the tweet in. I was like, I personally wrote, I'm like, why don't you just give away 2 VeeFriends? Like, yeah, why stop at 1, Gary? Like, give away more. And I guess Mark, you know, I'd love to we talked about having Mark on the show eventually, but he was doing some like superhero business over the last couple of days, saving people's NFTs, and it caught Gary's eye.
Yeah. Well, there was that thing because his buddy, he had told me, so something ended up happening, and did you just get cut out or no? Was that me or you? We're good?
I'm still here. We're good.
So yeah, he, it's actually someone that he had a meetup with before, because he had told me about, I think I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the ADPILL. I don't know. I wish I knew his name. But he had some sort of a thing occur with things going awry, and they were able to do a little bit of research, backtrack it, and kind of, you know, put the little detective thing on it and figure it all out. So, and not only that,
it was a Deadhead NFT too. It was a pretty valuable one, I think.
Not only that too, is just Mark in general. Like, he and we started talking kind of like early on in this like thing, and he catches me, you know, like obviously we all don't know each other personally, but you know, we're able to like classify one another in one way, shape, or form, whether it's correct or incorrect. And you know, he had hit me as a intelligent, thoughtful, he's in for the long run type of deal. You know what I mean? And he's around in the communities, and you know, I would say you know, very well deserved. Super well.
He's a good dude. Like he's nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to have nice people around, and I mean, some people would be a bit upset. I mean, he's an owner of multiple VeeFriends. It's not like he's new to this game, but at the same time, it's your actions that sort of speak louder than your buys, I guess, your purchases. And it's the things we do for the community that sort of stand out, that get us these Gary originally owned NFTs that are who knows how valuable they are. You know, you could have a bot buy one for 3.5 Ethereum.
They're valuable. There's no doubt about valuable there. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Like people that I can consider friends. Like, I don't mean to be like just bask in their sunlight, but like, you know what I mean?
You're right though. It was cool. It was cool to know someone who one of Gary's originally owned. Like, it was very cool to be in that kind of relationship with that person, and not just shilling them on the DM and being like, hey man, you're awesome. Like, because when I won my Gary originally owned, I had like 1,000 DMs, and I mean, there were people that I had established relationships already with, and they were more, those messages, while all messages were meaningful, the ones that came from people I had established relationships with, they were that deeper sense of meaning, and it made more sense to receive it from them. So it was nice to reach out to him and congratulate him.
Yeah, it's the best. I really still haven't really reached out to him. Because, you know, the thing that we were discussing, I think we've discussed this before, is like I'm trying to learn how to do Twitter. Like, I'm trying to, like, I've spent pretty much my entire adult life avoiding social media on a personal level.
Yeah.
Pretty much my entire time. And, you know, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, right? Like, you know, Twitter, I didn't have a Twitter before VeeFriends, or I had one just to like secure a name or something like that. And then, you know, I forgot the password, and then I created another one. So, interesting story. I created another one, and then I don't know how to use Twitter, and I'm like entering all these giveaways, and like, you know how they say, you know, you have to add 2 people. I think I was like putting the wrong people in, and I got banned. I got banned on Twitter in a matter of like 3 days from like the NFT thing and not knowing what to do. And then I realized that I had another one. And then, you know, this one, you know, I knew not to do whatever it was that I was doing, spamming or something. Like, I just don't know, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of these things where, you know, I've been like, I saw it happen on Twitter, and, you know, Mark is, you know, Mark kicks it. And, you know, I saw it, I'm like, and I just started kind of like talking to him on Twitter to kind of like, I'm trying to learn how to use it, so I have to use it. You know what I mean? So I started kind of going down that route. But yeah, it was the best, man.
And now you're in every giveaway that crosses our screen.
Not really. I noticed that I'm only in the giveaways that you.
I'm nuts with it.
For the past, I'm in the giveaways that you plug me into, but I still don't know how to like go through the mentions. Yeah. So it's like, I noticed that I'm like mentioned a lot, or like whatever the notification is, like I hit the bell and then I go into the notifications, and it says, blah, 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 reply this and replied to that. And it's like, I don't know where it came from and how to like get to whatever that is, but I see that it's like me and you are giveaway champion Twitter of America, and
I annoy the hell out of everyone.
You are the Twitter giveaway king, because
it's worked. I won. I won the other day. I won one of those lucky clocks.
Okay, so you won a clock.
The crypto clock.
Yeah. All right. So you got a crypto clock. You also got from the Maneki thing. You got the sound. What's that one? Beat loops.
The Dream Loop. Yeah, I won a Dream Loop.
Yeah, you got a Dream Loops. You got
an Eververse. I won the Eververse thing.
Dude, you are a Twitter legend. Don't even try to deny it.
It's why I got that Vox Hounds, because I'm trying to win that Bored Ape. It seems like the only way to get a Bored Ape at this point is to win one, if it's available to win. You're
gonna have to. What's up, Mario? You're gonna have to keep up for me. Oh boy, we got Kelly. Guy Kelly. I don't know if that's the Kelly.
Yeah, I think it's
got Kelly. David.
What's up, David?
Lego? Etaverse. What is Etaverse?
Evaverse. No. Kelly knows what I'm talking about. I'm always Yeah, number 13. That's right. That's the number I got.
What is going on?
Kelly straight out gave me the YouTube link to like view this game, this NFT like experience. Like you buy the characters in the game, and all of a sudden I got airdropped number 13 of this NFT project, and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? It was wild, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I'm constantly shilling Kelly as well. Like he and I came to it like this, like an agreement that anytime we see an NFT, we put each other's names.
You're going to have to put me into there too, because then what we can do, it's like a snowball effect. When they're like, hey, tag 2 people, eventually we're going to have like 35 of us, and it'll just be copy and paste, and we're just going to flood all of them. So
but I mean, there are people who have asked me to tag them, so I'm constantly tagging them.
Be sure to keep tagging me, and I'm not responding or replying, not because I'm.
No, I don't care.
Like, well, I also do have a little bit of like, oh my god, I'm gonna get banned. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten banned.
It's happened.
Yeah, like it's happened. But now at least if I'm actually like I'm trying to post every day on Twitter, you know, I'm just trying to learn it because I love the NFT life. I love what, you know, the VeeFriends community is doing. I love it's like a pond with you throw a stone in the middle, which is Gary, and then it's this, and then it's just, you know, and I like it, you know what I mean? Like, and going back to what you were saying about like having a couple days off and you're fasting and all that stuff, and like coming back and it's like you have like the FOMO, like what did I miss, and all that stuff. Same thing, you know, like I missed a day and boom, Mark's catching goes and you're catching giveaways, and it's the best, man. It's the best. I love it. We have to get on. You've got to keep me on the bananas. Sorry, it didn't too well. Was that the?
Yeah, Kelly gave the bananas. He comes up with the free NFTs that you need to mint.
Okay.
And we all got these phallic-looking bananas. God knows how much they're worth, but hey, free is free, as Kelly just said. It's true.
Free is free. I mean, yeah. And who knows? Because it's one of these things. I had this conversation with Mark earlier because he's in kind of the same camp where it's like he's not really selling or flipping. He's like buying and holding and whatnot. And you know, his whole stance on it is like, who knows? You know, obviously we all have Yetis, right? Like I have 2 overpriced Yetis that I bought at 0.2 before the reveal. You know what I mean? And I don't know, what am I going to do with them? But
Yetis are selling. People are buying Yetis again.
What it might moon. Mark is don't let Mark fool you. He's a moderator on he's a Yeti's moderator. You know what I mean?
I've seen his pictures.
Yeah, he's a mod on his Discord. Or on the don't let that guy fool you. He's a sleeper. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm so happy that he plugged it up and won that. I'm upset that I kind of like missed it all happen, but happy.
But you met Gary. You met the man.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like meet him. I was there, and he was like, he's just a gem of a man. So like when he's around and like people are coming through, it's like, all right, selfie time. Let's take some selfies, you know? And I was lucky enough to be at the right place at the right time. And it's one of these things, like I didn't see your thing on Twitter until afterward where you're like, oh yeah, you know, tell him I said what's up and all this stuff. Dude, my brain, and I like it, like I meant to say so many things to the guy. You know what I mean? Like I really did. Like I meant it, like I didn't have it rehearsed or anything, but it's like, you know, like when you have to leave your house, you're like, okay, do I have my wallet? Do I have my keys? You know, where am I going? How long is it going to take to get there? Like I had that all mapped out. And then when that moment happened, I just went brain dead. Because there was so much stuff going on. And you know, you're in the middle of New York. And the other thing too is like, bro, I dragged my wife, I dragged my kid because we were like 7 blocks away. Yeah. And you know, I saw it on the community thing. Like and I'm tied into the community text message deal. Yeah. And you know, and I've told you this before, you know, I have conversations with my wife. I'm like, NFTs, and she just goes blank. And you could tell she's like, what am I going to wear tomorrow? Like, you know what I mean? Like she's just, and I'm like NFTs. And I'm like, you have to set up a Discord. You got to come in and, you know, you got to help me out here. And like, it's just like, you know, and her thing is, you know, I trust you or whatever, you know, so hopefully, you know, this thing.
Right, but like going to see Gary Vee is like, you know, going to meet.
Yeah. She knew that it was important to me. And she's also a person of like the universe, right? Like she like meditates and like, you know, tries to keep good mental health. And she's a firm believer of like the universe, as I am, and like how things kind of just tend to happen when you least expect it and things of that nature. And it just, you know, we didn't necessarily plan to stay the night before. It just ended up that way. And it ended up being really close. And then, you know, who was anybody to know, like, you know, Gary's going to have an impromptu, let's kick it. And because he said it, because like when I went back into the Twitter, because the Twitter is different than the community, which is different than what he puts on Discord. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's like even the pictures I've noticed, it's like some of the pictures.
It's timely also. Like, I think what happens on Discord is very planned out. What happens on Twitter is like, he's just
impromptu. Yeah. It's like very impromptu. So it's like when I had gone back to it, I had noticed, you know, in one of them, Gary was like, you know, not that many people are going to come. I mean, it was very short notice. And it's like, he's basically like, if you're in the area, which probably isn't that many people.
And if you're in the area.
Yeah. Like if you're in the area and
you're
like
in New York, like you're in the area.
So even like if you were in Brooklyn, you were struggling to get there. You know what I mean? Right. If you were, you know, whatever with traffic or whatever it is, but it was kind of like if you're in the area. And then, you know, I had gotten there pretty early, like, you know, kudos to my wife because she was like with it. Like she was on it 100%. She's like, yeah, you know, this is what's up. And, you know, she was like, you know, she knew that it was kind of important, but just at least kind of like, I've never really experienced any of that kind of stuff where like, you know, like I've never went to a book signing, you know, these are things that don't normally interest me. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, like I don't watch sports, you know what I mean? Like I don't have like sports idols or anything to that effect, which is probably, I don't know, like a miss for me. It's just, you know, growing up, I just was never into sports. So it's like, it's one of these things, but she knew it was important to me. So the whole experience in general was super fucking cool. And shout out to anybody that wants a fucking manga. I've got manga and I would love to fucking give you guys some manga too. You know what I mean? Like, Gary gave us a lot of fucking manga.
Yeah, I watched the YouTube video prior to this whole experience. So I was shocked that he gave all that shit away.
Dude, it was a lot of fucking manga, man. Like it was
12 boxes. He had like 1,000 copies.
He must have given away bro, there were people, and I don't know if they were like even Gary fans. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like he's just living life, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. The guy's just fucking living life. And it's like, you know, being able to take a win, you know, like this is the way I see it, right? Being able to produce a win because, you know, he loves the process, right? Like you saw the episode of the trash talk and all that stuff. Like he obviously has a passion for that. It's like deep rooted in his like DNA. And then to have a win like that big, like that's a fucking
30
big win.
After 30 houses.
Yeah. In that episode too. So after
30th house
and having a fucking major win like that, you haul him back to your office. You obviously have a team. Like, because they've sold shit on eBay. So it's not like Gary's going to be there fucking listing this shit. You know what I mean?
That's what interns are for.
Yeah. His team, he could 100% have had them all listed. His team fucking listed it or whatever. Instead, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to let's, you know, hey, I got a couple minutes. Let's fucking go and kick it outside and fucking see who the fuck comes. And, you know, he was giving away boxes of fucking manga. Like stacks, just like fucking and the way he was doing it, I don't know if he saw it. He's like, free money.
Yeah, free money. He wrote free money.
It was the most fucking hilarious thing. And then, like, I don't know who his team is, but after a little bit, you can tell like his team's all around, and they're all like, they're doing shit. You know what I mean? They're doing shit. They're like, you know, there was the the Empathy wine has a spritzer. It's like a seltzer, like a White Claw, or like, you know how like all these companies, they're getting into like seltzers. So they have a seltzer, and it kicked off kind of like where they were giving those seltzers out. And then, you know, they were having conversations with the people about, you know, what's up and how is it and stuff like that. And fucking Gary's out there. Free money, free money, free money. Gary had, I want to say he had like 6 pair of his shoe. So he's got the K-Swiss shoes. Yeah. And he had 6 boxes, just something to the effect of like 6 boxes. And he was giving those out. He's like, hey, anyone want shoes? Boom, you know? And then the Empathy wine guys were giving away bottles of wine. It was fucking chaos, man. It was chaos for me.
It looked like it. It looked like it, but like in a good way, chaos. Not like...
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was super fun. And again, it's like, it's when I, you know, shout out to my wife, like, it's chaos for her too. You know, she's the type of person, you know, bless her heart, like she won't drive in New York. You know what I mean? Like she just won't drive in New York. And I'm sure there's tons of people that won't drive in New York. It's fucking savage. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, fortunately I have I have enough experience like driving or whatever, but it's like, she's that kind of type of person, you know, and she's like centered, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, I'm fucking chaos too. And, you know, with my son being there, like, I think it would have been different, like if I was there by myself, but I think it was better that they were with me because, you know, they were able to kind of like
see it,
you know, like I was able to share it with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be a part of it, which is great.
Yeah. I feel very grateful. Another caveat to that story is, so Empathy was giving away these bottles of wine, like boxes and boxes. Like these guys, for like the first few minutes, they were just bringing out boxes of shit, boxes of mango, boxes of fucking, boxes of shoes, boxes of fucking, and this is like, you know, it's like in the middle of Hudson Yard, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, there's a lot of shit going on, a lot of restaurants and shit like that, like entrance to a mall, which is a big deal mall. You know, in this little area is like a lot of people eat their lunch and stuff there.
Yeah.
So, you know, it started to pick up and everything. And so Chelsea, my wife, she was kind of hanging out, trying to keep the kid away from, you know, they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, this is the first time she's ever really experienced anything like this too. And
as a parent, you're probably hypersensitive too, because you want to make sure that...
yeah, of course, and especially as a mother, you know what I mean. I've never been a mother before, but a fucking baby, you know what I mean. And you know, she doesn't drive in New York, you know what I mean. So that's what we're dealing with here. And she ends up, she was over there, I don't know, talking to someone, and the gentleman was like, "You want a bottle of wine?" And she's like, "No, don't worry about it," or something. I don't know exactly how the story went because she told it to me after, like I wasn't there. But this gentleman gives her a bottle of wine, and it ends up being opened already, opened. And she's like, "It's open." And the gentleman was like, "Yeah, this is the one that, you know, Gary had to taste the wine. I guess it's like a fresh batch." I don't know what the fuck is going on. I have no idea. I still don't know. But I'm just kind of like trying to, I don't know, I'm assuming, I guess, which is, I guess, fucking bad. But anywho, this was the bottle of wine that Gary had tasted upstairs or whatever. So yeah, we got the open bottle. So
the authentic wine.
What's up?
The authentic taste tester.
Yeah, the authentic taste tester. So fast forward to the selfie thing. Now I'm holding this bottle of wine. I see Gary, and I'm like, you know, he sees the bottle of wine. I'm like, again, at this point, I'm like 93% brain dead at this point. And he's like, you know, he's like, "What's up? You opened that thing? Are you drinking off that thing?" I'm like, "No, dude, this thing is opened. Like, they just told me that this is the one with yours." And he grabs the bottle and he fucking signed it.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, that's
why he signed it. He wasn't signing bottles. He signed your bottle.
I think afterwards he started signing bottles, maybe because people saw that. They're like,
but
"Hey,
he signed your bottle's the one that started it. He signed yours because he's like, "Oh, I just drank from this.
I got the bottle ago." I mean, I'm never drinking it. Maybe like on my deathbed or whatever. Like,
It'll be vinegar by then.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And there's like a little line from like the dribble after you fucking pour it or whatever. And that's these corks are super cool. You see how like there's a heart and an exclamation mark? Yeah, no, this is cool. So yeah, I mean, to me, it's not even a bottle of wine anymore. It's like it's like a statue. It's like a statue now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a monument of time.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like I've never really had cool shit like that. Like something like I'm a very sentimental person, you know, like just by nature, like sentimental and sensitive, and I say a lot of dumb shit and like, you know, that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's cool, man. I'm a fan. I'm a fucking huge fan, you know.
I wonder if there's a way you could preserve that wine since it's already been opened.
It doesn't matter what it tastes like in there, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter to me. Like I'm not gonna.
No, I know it doesn't matter to you, but you don't want it to turn to vinegar, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the cork's gonna fucking fly off of that thing or anything. Like it's already oxidized or whatever, or oxidizing or whatever, because it's already.
Could you deoxidize it though? I mean,
I have no idea. I don't know. You know, like
have it recorked or something.
I don't want to fuck with it. I mean, the cork's a little bit fucked up. A little bit already. It's got like nicks and shit, so I don't like want to play around with it. It starts fucking falling apart on me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I tested it. Like, I had it on its side, and it doesn't leak or anything. It
doesn't leak. That's good.
I'm not trying to push it in there any further. I just like it the way it is. You know, I just like it the way it is. You know, if I was to try to
Gary originally owned.
Yeah, dude, I got a fucking Gary originally owned fucking bottle of wine, dude. Bottle of Empathy wines. So, yeah, I mean, dude. We're fucking, dude. I'm gonna get that one because I meant to do it, but we had to fucking skedaddle out of the city. But I'm gonna find that specific one, and I'm gonna try it. I'd like to. I'm sure it's got to be fucking good. I mean, Gary's a fucking wine guy, dude. He's like he's a fucking G in the wine space, but he's not all that pet pinky up shit. You know, he's about that real deal, fucking stuff. You know what I mean? I'm into it. I want to check it out. If he's got his name on it, it's got to be pretty fucking decent, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's up? What do we got here? Hang on. We got bananas. Free is free. Absolutely Kelly. Sold mine for 0.08. Is that a good price?
For banana?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a good price for sure.
Damn Yetis. You're damn right. You know, Yetis will be all right. Yetis is kind of like, Yetis to me, it's kind of like, you remember Furby? Where it's like you had like Furby?
Yeah, they were impossible to get.
Yeah. And now they're worth fucking nothing. So it's kind of like, whatever, dude, I'll have a couple fucking Furbies. But, you know, who knows? It might fucking go Beanie Baby one day. And it's just like, and it's like, hey, you know, like, whatever.
I wonder if that's kind of like the experience of FOMO is when Tickle Me Elmo would come out.
Yeah.
And you couldn't find Tickle Me Elmo anywhere. And people were paying hundreds of dollars for Tickle Me Elmos on like the black market.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of like a way a project is. Once it sells out, you get all FOMO'd and you jump into it very expensive.
What's the term of that? Because that's something scarcity, because it's like manufactured scarcity. Like I truly believe that in the retail physical space, like, sure, there's going to be things of like, oh, okay, you know, production, it really is, you know, it does take certain things to produce these things or whatever the hell. But for like something like that, and especially like a branded thing like the Tickle Me Elmo, and it comes around Christmas and ladies are punching each other in the face for them. There's got to be a little bit of manufactured scarcity there, you know?
They knew what they were doing.
A little bit, I think.
Why couldn't they make more? Why couldn't they make more? It's like, God, why wouldn't you want to make millions of more dollars? Like, that's what I don't understand.
It's the same kind of thing like Supreme. So it's like Supreme. Are you familiar with Supreme, the brand? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like a streetwear brand. And they have like, they've got runs, and it's like limited runs. And it's one of these things where like you can't get into the store. Like the line starts like 2 blocks away, and there's guards and shit, and they only open at certain days. And it's like
that's all they do though is limited runs
of like things. like if you look up, all right, this will be cool. You want to fucking look it up? What the hell is this called? Hang on a sec.
Because I feel like it makes sense with like a company like, let's say, Lego. You were talking about how Lego has these limited sets because they have other sets that they have like kind of infinite amount of during the year, you know? But then there's that one limited set that makes sense that they just run it for the year. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Whereas there's always going to be Legos to buy.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was just doing a clothing company, you'd think that they'd have like a generic fashion that they're constantly branding, and then they'd only have a limited line of certain things.
Yeah, like some of these backpacks, maybe it's not crazy like it used to be, but basically you would go into the store. I mean, it might have changed, and there's certain items that are more baller than others, but it's like they would have like a brick. So maybe there's like a brick here. And it's basically a brick. It's a super limited run. It was like a window of time. And yeah, there you go.
God, it's a brick.
Yeah, $200. There you go. $300, $350 for this.
They would just sell a brick?
They would sell like different things. It's a streetwear brand. You know what I mean? Oh, you can tell I've been looking at Jankies. You can tell I've been looking at Jankies. Here's
oh my God, yeah.
Here's physical Jankies. You can tell what I've been looking at. eBay's all over me. Hang on.
The algorithm doesn't lie.
Supreme crowbar. So check this out. There's a crowbar as well. Geez, I can't type for.
So they would just sell like X amount of bricks.
Oh, here you go. Crowbar for $400. Crowbar for $550. So yeah, look it up. Look it up. I mean, it's basically it's you know, it's a brand. But this is nothing more than a crowbar. And then they have
brand's name.
Yeah, it's a branded crowbar. I mean, if you want to get your hands on it right now, you're gonna have to cough up $350. How you doing?
What was it at the price of the initial sale?
Probably $60, maybe 40. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's too much of a crazy thing now, but when it was like the height of like Supreme, like there would be lines out the door when they open. And like in New York, like the line would start like 2 blocks away because it was like fucking up traffic. You know what I mean? Like it was just late. Like it was like.
And these are items that you have to buy in person. You can't order them online.
Yeah, you have to go there and you have to buy them in person, and there would be like limited drops of things. So I mean, I know what's the cross pack thing called? The what is it called? It's not like a fanny pack, right? I'm sure. What's it called?
Yeah, fanny pack is.
Well, what's the one that goes across the thing? And sure, I'm sure a lot of these are knockoffs too, because you know, you get Canal Street up in there, and they're gonna just start throwing everything on everything, you know. But anyway,
one of those side bags.
Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Side bag. Is that what it's called? Side. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, some of these were going for a pretty penny, like a certain one.
That one was $129.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Look, I'm an old man. This I know the height of it was like a couple years back. Yeah. I don't know if it's crazy hype right now. Oh, you know what we have to talk about, Titch?
Yeah.
We got to talk about the Sorcerer Scholarship, man. Like the deadline's coming up
Wednesday.
Like, yeah. I mean, what's the deal? Have you done it? I know you and we've talked about it, but I mean, have you done it yet?
I'm gonna do it. I decided. I haven't written it yet, but I have an idea of what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Should I share it?
You got to make sure, I think, because it's the same with me as well. It's like my whole thing at the beginning of it is it's like, you know, I hope it goes to someone worthy. And some like a part of me is like, you know, a part of me is like, I'm not worthy kind of thing or whatever. And I think that's the same with like everyone too, where it's like, like a part of me is there. And then a part of me is like, how do I tell the story? And the other part of me is like, how do I provide value to that thing? Because that's what you want to do. Like anybody that gets this Sorcerer Scholarship, the number one focus in my mind should be, how do I how do I fucking come in here and fucking 10x whatever the fuck I have to do? You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it is. It's like, I mean, I think that's what's expected. Well, hang on, I don't know the best way to put it, but it's, how do I go in there and how do I fucking 10x? How do I take this opportunity? And when I'm there in the physical space, and okay, hey, this is number 3 of 5 Sorcerer Scholarship that basically is being adopted, pretty much. Like, it's kind of like that's what it seems to me. It's just like, okay, you're now adopted. Now when you're adopted, how do you take whatever you're supposed to do there and multiply that 10x right there, right now, as fast as possible? So it's like, I don't know.
Wait, you think that's what you have to say in words?
No, I think no. I'm not talking. You see, I'm not actually thinking about the fucking
I'm talking about being there.
The writing portion of it now. I'm actually thinking of the big, begin with the end in mind, right? One of those things.
Like, how do you 10x it? Yeah.
So it's like, the way that I'm trying to think about it is, it's like, if I was to be blessed with this opportunity, I need to fucking punch myself in the face into fucking multiplying this opportunity fucking 10x, because thousands of fucking people have entered here. And you know me, dude, I've told you this 1,000 mazillion fucking times. I don't win shit. I don't win anything. I buy a scratch ticket. I don't fucking win. I buy somebody else a scratch ticket. They win fucking $300. Like, it's just the fucking craziest thing. I don't win shit. I've never won anything my entire life. Like, everybody fucking says that shit, and I just fucking cringe. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, so it's like, just thinking, like, beginning with the end in mind. Like, it is a duty. I don't know what's like a higher word than it's an obligation. It is an obligation to absolutely fucking smash it.
Just ham it.
That's it. Total now that's the beginning with the end in mind. So then I try to think about, okay, it's multifaceted, right? The entire essay thing is very multifaceted, because there's so many different things, it's like open writing. Okay. So, like, all the things that touch you in your life, all the things that, like, spark emotion, whether it's like, the worm from the dirt, fucking poor relationship with time, all the bullshit baggage in your life, all the fucking goals and aspirations, all the fucking times that you felt like an underdog and a fucking piece of shit, or you felt like a fucking champion and the fucking stool got kicked fucking under you, and all the things that that you have, like, the inner power and the fucking God-given gifts to fucking provide in life, to value other fucking humans. And what is your place in community? What is your place in society? How do you become a better fucking parent? How do you, all these things, like, all rolled up into fucking 555 words? I mean, it's a lot. And you know me, man, I got fucking ADD and like, I'm sitting here fucking ranting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, some people I know aren't even writing. They're doing videos, or they're animating, or they're doing a song. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. This is another thing also, like, there's got to be like 25,000 people who have already submitted an essay. Like, it's not just about standing out. It's like winning the lottery. And I mean, the notion of an internship, like calling it an internship, is downplaying what the value of it is. Like, come on, if I got this, I'd have to pick up and move to New York, like.
Not only that, like, think about it. Like, if you're just a fucking cool dude, like, all right, let's just say you fucking won this thing. And if you're just fucking cool and you've got the good idea about, like, what the fuck is going on and what all of this is, you know what I mean? Because you got to think, like, I think about it like this, where it's like layers. So there's like the surface layer of what it looks like, and then it's the surface layer of what it is. And then well beneath it, there's people that have actually Sorcerer Scholarshiped themselves pre-Sorcerer Scholarship, right? So it's like they get picked out of a crowd in a very noisy space, whether it be whatever, but you know, obviously Gary's in to a lot of these things, and he just fucking it pluck. You know, hey, you're coming with me. You're coming with me, and then all of these things end up transpiring, and then it's through the longevity of time. But it's like it's also right at the start, like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like that's what the thing is. Like these are the things that we ask ourselves, like, you know, whatever things we have going on in our lives, you know, what the fuck are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? It's not so much like for me, and as corny as it sounds, it's not so much like, oh yeah, I won. You know what I mean? Like that's not even really the thrill.
Yeah.
The thrill is now there's no fucking excuse. You know what I mean? And when you think about it, like, you know, I think about it like when I turned 30 before I had a kid. The moment I hit 30, instead of thinking like, oh man, I'm fucking 30 and like all my good days are behind me, the thing that happened in my mind was you don't have a fucking excuse anymore. You can't say, hey, I'm a fucking dumb 20-year-old. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? So it's one of these, I don't know. It's fucking weird, man. I don't even know if I'm even thinking about it in the right way.
No, I think you are. It's just, it's an I think of it as an impossibility. I don't know how. I don't know who's going to get it. I don't know how anyone's going to get it. Like I don't know how they're going to decide.
I hope that I love, like deeply fucking love the people who get it. And like, because the story is going to be documented in one way, shape, or form. And there's two things at play here. Like, let's get real with ourselves. There's two things at play. I love the underdog. Like, I fucking love the underdog. And I know we all do. We all do. Like, fucking the Rocky movie, the fucking Gary Vaynerchuk story, the fucking Olympics, going against the Russians with fucking hockey back in the day. All that shit. Olympics, the reason why people get into sports is because they love the fucking underdog, right? For the most part. Or they're like elitists and they're like, oh, fucking whatever the, you know, I don't know what the fucking thing is, but the bandwagon thing and fucking I'm the best and everyone else fucking sucks.
No, the thrill of the victory.
Deep down, we all are rooting for the underdog. And my dream for this isn't necessarily to win or whatever. I mean, that would be fucking incredible. But my dream is like every single one of these fucking people, like we all have different perspectives, right? So I'm going to be a little bit greedy for myself. I want to fucking love the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Like all 5 of them.
Yeah.
Not 4. I want to love the fuck out of all 5 of them. Yeah. And I'm sure there's big things planned for the whole thing because look, we're dealing with a crew. We're dealing with the captain of the ship that is prolific in this entire space of all of this stuff, not to gas him up or whatever. Yeah. But his team is also fucking super, like kind of watching, like, and plus I don't know anything, like just the experience that I had physically and just kind of watching how things were fucking going down and just like what I know about life and whatever the fuck it is and all that stuff. And just kind of like watching how it all happened. These guys are masters of their craft. You know what I mean? Like hanging out with like these people that are masters in their craft would be fucking incredible, dude. You know what I mean? So it's just like
absorb all that knowledge.
Not even just the knowledge, but just like, okay, so the knowledge is one thing, but like just having like cool friends. You know what I mean? Like we always wanted to have cool friends. Like, you know, like you look at the Bored Ape Yacht Club. The reason why they're fucking doing whatever they're doing is just because like, look, fucking you feel cool. You know what I mean? Like it's like, hey, I got a fucking ape. I'm fucking, you know, we're vibing.
You're in the crowd.
You get a VeeFriend. All these people that are like, finally got a fucking VeeFriend. You know, what does that feel like? That you fucking feel cool as fuck. You're part of this cool as fuck community, tied in, plugged in, and you just feel fucking cool. Like you're just basking in the fucking sunlight.
And not in an arrogant way, but in a way of just being a part of something major. Like you feel like there's a sense of I have a belonging. And we know plenty of people who are like working really hard to get their first VeeFriend. Like that sense of accomplishment will be so tremendous for them because it's like you said, it's like the underdog story where they're coming up from behind and they're winning the race. I was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't winning the race, but to be the winner then, or to have received the Gary originally owned, it's like so deep. The feeling of like complete satisfaction of like being a part of something, not being like, oh, I'm now part of the team, not like that, but like feeling involved in the project.
100%. I mean, the whole thing, like I went on a rant earlier today, every once in a while I go in a clubhouse or whatever. And I went on a rant today about like we've talked about this before, like the importance of community. So it's like, as we continue on, after, post-pandemic and even kind of pre-pandemic and all this stuff going on, it's become this thing where it's like what you and I are doing are normal. Like I've never met you a day in my life. You're on the other side of the fucking planet. And we can sit here and vibe out and like kick it like we've been homies forever. And that shit's fucking completely normal. But if we were to talk about this 3 years ago, it would be like, you're a fucking weirdo or whatever it is. Or like whatever it is.
It's not normal. It's not acceptable.
Like it's not normal. So it's like, as we continue onward with this and the technology's doing what it's doing and all these things, we know that the future is moving at a rapid pace. And we also know that, you're a family man. I'm a family man. And I also went on the rant of like, look, all this stuff, it's not for me. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, I mean, of course, I'd be lying if I wasn't saying that it was, but like the ultimate thing is it's not for me because it's really for the kid, because it's, we think about it and we've talked about this before. It's like my parents, or my parents' age, I would say their era, their parents came from the Great Depression. You know what I mean? They went to work at like 11 years old in tobacco fields or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And it's like, you had this conversation with me where you were talking to your parents about getting into crypto, and they're like, I can't hear you. You know what I mean? I'm doing, the traditional stuff or whatever it is. Right. And it's like, it's one of these things where it's like we've seen the previous 10 years. We've seen the previous 10 years before that. We know how the previous 10 years moved faster than the previous 10 years before that. We've got this guy, Gary, that was able to, he did the whole Web 2.0. He basically said, in his Twitter or his tweets, and I've never really looked back, but I believe him 100%, where it's like, he predicted the shit. Like he put his money where his mouth is. And, he had an Instagram live today where he was talking to a guy, and they were talking about back in the day, which wasn't that long ago, when, Gary was saying something to him like, yo, fucking, we met at a bagel shop. I only caught a blurb of it because I was actually driving. But basically the story goes is this person, he was talking to him about how he's going to own the Jets and all the stuff, like, the whole Gary stuff. Yeah, the whole story. And it was basically like, everybody's going to have a cell phone, and the fucking, the TV is the fucking the telephone, and this is the fucking TV, and fucking everyone's going to be a fucking brand and all this shit and all that stuff that he says. Right. And it fucking put his money. So here we are, like through the history of time, the fucking guy is right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
he's possibly from the future.
No, I'm just saying, it's just one of those things. I mean, some people are really good at fucking at stuff. You know what I mean? Like email.
Yeah, when you know. It's
I don't know. It's one of these things, and it's just, not to gas him up like he fucking needs it.
But I mean, that's why we're not betting against him now. Is I don't see how he could fail in this project, and for the Sorcerer Scholarship in particular, I don't see how these 5 particular slots could not lead to only greatness.
Yeah, I mean these, and I just. Again, it all goes back to my own selfishness. Like, I just really want to like legitimately love this story, like who these people are and how it all pans out and stuff like that. Like, I'm rooting for everybody, but I am rooting for the underdog, and I'm rooting for that underdog to fucking Rocky fucking Balboa the shit out of the entire
Rocky 4. That's Gary's favorite.
Yeah, I mean. Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, no, I'm
I mean, I won't be upset if I don't get it. Obviously, I just want to be thrilled for all 5 people who do get it. So
Yeah. And a message, if anyone sees this, the message is fucking smash it. You gotta fucking smash it. Just smash it. I'm not talking about the essay. I'm talking about the thing.
The scholarship. The
rewind it back 10, 20 minutes before whatever the hell we're saying right now. Whatever I was saying back then about what time it is. Like, just smash it.
Smash it.
Gotta smash it.
So you are going to turn one in?
Yeah. I mean, I got a little stage fright. And I also have like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. So I have a little stage fright, but I'm definitely going to, I'm going to try to put in my best work. You know what I mean? And again, it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. You know, it's one of these things. Like I don't know how to say it sometimes, you know, kind of like how I went brain dead. You know, I'm telling you about like, okay, you know, that moment, whatever, brain dead. You know, of course I went in thinking, you know, just the same way when you leave your house. All right, I got this, I got my keys, I got a plan, all that stuff. You don't have to rehearse it. You've got the outline. I didn't even have an outline. I didn't even have I didn't even have a guideline because all this stuff was happening, and it's like, ugh, I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Just move forward.
Yeah. We'll be all right. What do we got? Michael, hello, Jordan. David is about to turn his in tonight, and just do it. Shia LaBeouf or whatever with the do it.
I think David wrote that these are the most valuable VeeFriends.
Oh, they are.
I don't know if you could trade. Like, can you sell your sorcerer token? Is that possible?
That would be painful. That would be painful to see. That would be painful.
I mean, would you literally be selling the internship?
I don't know. I don't want to think like that.
I don't know the details of that, but
I don't know. Actually, let's take a look at our old friends. I mean, it's called VeeFriends for a reason. It could have been called V Token. It could have been called Gary Token. It's called VeeFriends.
The floor has risen a bit.
It's good. It's a beautiful thing. We need to not be here, though. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. I am on the wrong path. Give me just a moment, sir. I want to...
Just a shout out to my friend Jordan who dropped in saying, I hope he's still on. I know he shouted before.
Jordan?
Yeah.
I think I just saw him. No. Maybe he left. I don't know. I don't see a comment from Jordan. I remember you brought someone in, Jordan. Right? I'm confused.
It was last week before.
Oh, so I was talking about kind of what we're doing here and all this stuff. Hang on, we're running out of time, right? 7 minutes. You got a bolt, right?
We're okay. We go a little longer.
Okay. Let me see. Hang on.
We'd have to go 2 hours like last show. But...
You know what it is? It just happens. You know, it just happens.
I didn't even realize that show went so long. That was such a great show. Here we go.
Okay. So what we have here is, so the first step, so we're running out of time here, guys. We're talking July 21st, 2021. Sal, he does a thing on Clubhouse, and he has been encouraging everyone to make sure to try to get it in the day before. Like, who knows if it's like, okay, the submission is that day, like that day at night, and like the 22nd you're cut off, or 21st is the last day. Just, you know, no pressure. Just try to get it.
That means tomorrow.
Yeah, that means tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow.
Get it in tomorrow, people.
So, and then make sure it's to this email address. It's all right here. So if you go to VeeFriends and you go to Explore Friends, so let's do this again.
And they had actually been very specific in the Discord. They said, don't really put your thing in the body of the email. Make sure it's an attachment, either as a PDF or a Word document file. Now I know people are
Oh,
submitting.
really?
Yeah, I know people are submitting videos and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to accept it, but they were very adamant that they didn't want like you to put your essay in the email.
In the body. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I did not know that. I would have been the guy to put it in the body.
Just pasted it into the email and sent it.
Explore.
When you're doing stuff on your phone, that's all you do is just put it in the email.
I don't know, you know. Hey, look, I've been known to do the wrong thing.
You're talking to text, and it's a bunch of spelling errors and stuff.
Oh yeah. So VeeFriends, Explore Friends, Scholarship, and you click a doodle, and then what you got here is you've got the email address, 250 to 555 word essay that explains you, your journey to this point, and why you're interested in the scholarship token. The deadline is July 21st, and all applicant finalists will be contacted after such date with next steps.
So what does that mean? They're going to have a final, like the 5 finalists, or are they going to have a finalist thing that leads to the 5?
I don't know. I think they're just going to pick out 5. I mean, who knows? It could be a battle to the death. You know what I mean?
They just may drop it into a counting machine and spit out 5.
No, I mean they're probably getting picked through pretty well. I mean, there's probably I don't know how it's done, man. I wouldn't even be able to guess. I wouldn't even be able to guess. But
I mean, it's probably a situation where they're like reading it. I don't want to get in their heads because that's impossible. But they're reading it and they're like, no, maybe, no, maybe, and then they go through all the maybes.
Well, it's kind of like okay, so you know, I
person for this internship. That's what it means.
I mean, because
I'm sure everyone's putting their heart and souls into these.
Oh yeah. I've been in a situation in my life where it's like, you know, I have to hire people and all that stuff, and you know, what I realized early on, or not early on, but what I realized is human resources, the human resources department, and I'm sure this doesn't apply for every organization, but the human resources department is actually there to deny, you know what I mean? Because they're getting all, you know, applications and things of that nature. You know, they're not necessarily there to hire. They're there to deny. And, you know, I can assume, you know, just, I may or may not be right. I'm probably wrong, but I can assume if you're getting, because, all right, let's think about this for a moment. There's 150,000 in the Discord?
I think there's more now. Could be 200,000.
All right, there's a lot of people in the Discord. So let's just say if we were to cut that into a quarter, that brings us to what? I'm terrible at math.
50,000.
50,000
active members you're suggesting?
Okay, so let's just say, no, I'm saying from the whole sum. So the whole sum of, actually we're gonna get good figures. You're good at math, right? I'm terrible at math.
Sure.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's 154,824. So we're going to round that up to 150. Now,
round down.
Out of those, there's 10,877 active and online right now. Now, we're just with that number, there's going to be a few that aren't online because some of us we're just stay invisible. I mean, myself included, because when I go uninvisible, I get spam from not this channel, but I get spam from like all the other groups that I'm involved in. I just start getting spammed, like join this group, like, and I've tested it too, where it's like, you know, I go off from invisible because I want to be showing when I'm like online, you know what I mean? So I've tested this before where I turn it on and I come back and I've got I'm nothing special, but I'm a part of some certain groups that they've got solicitors, you know what I mean? There's like solicitors, there's a lot of solicitors. So we'll round that up to 11,000 that are online at any given point.
I'd say more. I'd say even 15.
Okay, so 15. So, and then let's boost that up a little bit more of like who's entering the scholarships.
Okay.
And I would probably say there's probably like 50,000 entries. I'm curious to see how many entries there are. I hope that they announce like, yeah, we have 50,000 entries. You know what I mean? Like, so
I'd say 50,000, I think, is a little hard pressed, but a little high. But
a little high. What would your number be?
I'm thinking more in like 38 to 40,000, because a few weeks ago it was already at 15,000, and that was
Entries?
like, yeah, people they had announced it. They had like over 15,000 already.
Oh, okay.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, now that it's getting to the deadline, you know what I mean? There could be 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 between just today and tomorrow.
There probably will be. The question is, though, what have they done with the previous 15 or 30,000 that have already been submitted? Have they been read through already? Or were they literally just waiting for them to pile up? And then they've hired a team of 100 people to go through 1,000 each, you know?
I really don't know. My problem too is, again, and this is what I've learned so far in the VeeFriends community, and I've kind of touched on this before. Like, my socials are fucking terrible. Like I said, I mean, I've avoided Instagram, Facebook. I mean, basically, it's one of these things where I realize, like, if you're not on Facebook, it's like people forget that you're even alive. Like,
yeah, but I don't think that plays into this.
Well, I'm just saying,
there's too much research. There's too much research involved. I mean, maybe if it comes down to they have 100 people, that they're like, well, there's 100 people, we have to pick 5. They may do some digging.
Yeah,
that might be the case.
Yeah, my socials are terrible, man. I'm trying. Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
I mean, follow us on Twitter.
We're gonna try.
What's 5 out of 50,000? What's 5 out of 50,000?
5 out of 50,000 is, I don't know. You're good at math, right? How do I plug that into a calculator? Because I want to know what the percentage is.
0.00001%, I think.
Okay, so you're good at math.
I just guessed that, but here, I'll do it quickly.
0.00001%. 0.00001 each.
It's a guay. It's one guay.
One guay. 0.00001 guay. Yeah. All right. What was the number again?
I mean, that like, think about that. Like, it's like it's not lottery odds, but it's like winning a raffle at a carnival with like 100,000 people. You know what I mean? It's like it's tremendous.
But the raffle's not based. So the other factor,
not based on who you are.
Yeah. So the other factor is it's not just like random too. So it's like that also kind of maybe lowers the odds too, because out of that percentage, I don't know, man. Now we're getting too mathematical and fucking like.
No, but I'm saying the percentages is probably much lower because of the personality traits of each entry probably adds the depth of the distinguishment between each other, that if you're selected, it's even lower, because like I said, they could have weeded out 100 or 1,000 people, and then you're in a new race. Like, to be in that first group is an incredible low odds. Then to be in that next group is an incredible, like, the odds are even lower. So it's I have no idea. I think they're just going to throw them all up in the air and catch 5, and that's it. I mean,
no. I think it's way too.
No, I'm being cynical, but like, it's not going to be like that. But the thing is that, like, the 25,000 have come in. I think they've already been read through and marked and organized. I think they're reading them as they come in.
Yeah.
It would just be impossible. It'd be impossible to do 50,000 in like a couple of months' time. Like, they'd have to have already started it. I'm
scared to do it, and I'm actually even more scared to not do it. You know what I mean?
That was a lot of the sentiment of people we've talked to and heard from in the clubhouse and stuff. Is like, they're like, oh, I wrote it and I sent it in. I had my moment of zen. I put it in paper and I sent it.
Oh yeah. Shout out to David. He's got people editing.
Good luck, David. Like, seriously, like, good luck to all of us, but like, good luck to you putting all that time and effort. Like, I have an idea of what I want to do, and I'm going to sit on it probably tomorrow and take care of it, because it's better to turn it in tomorrow than the day. I wasn't procrastinating at this point. I think I just wasn't, like, life shit happens and you don't get to these things. But
I hope I hope, I know, actually, I'm not even going to hope, but I know it's going to be cool because it's going to be documented. You know what I mean? Like, I think the entire thing is going to be documented. There's going to be like a, my belief.
Like being on the real world. It's going to be like being on a reality show.
Yeah.
100%.
I hope so.
They're not going to like daily be in your face in your home and this and that wherever you're living.
Yeah.
But like as soon as you walk into Vayner, there will be cameras on. Like I know people are already discussing these types of things. Like,
right. I like that. Like I'm kind of like a bit camera shy. It's one of these things where it's like getting onto here. Like even like, dude, I was talking about, I was asking some guys to the community, like, come on and kick it with Titch and I, no pressure. We're just hanging out or whatever. And it's like, sure, it's easy to say because like we come on here, we just kind of kick it. But it's like before all of that, before I ever even did this, it's like there's a part of me that's like camera shy. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's one of those things where it's like, you just got to just punch yourself.
I mean, the hardest part was we were like, we have to just get it done. Get the first one done. As soon as we get the first one done, it'll work. And sure enough, it has.
Yeah. And it's like, I've done this before, I've showed you some of the stuff that kind of even triggered even the idea of this, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's, I don't know, man. I'm nervous about writing this thing.
The good thing is the pressure to write 250 words to 550. Like you can look at it and be like, well, from a poetic standpoint, each word is important and every word has meaning and this and that. But at the same time, also you're like, no, they want you to write just 250 to 550 words is like a page and a half. Like they just want you to write something.
Dude, I used to write.
I'm not trying to downplay what people have done. Like, I know people have put
sure.
serious time, but I'm saying they don't want you to write so much.
Well, my thing too is it's like we put pressure on ourselves, right? And we're like our own worst critics. And then the other thing too is it's like it's kind of like what I say, like some of us were not the most articulate. Like, like a lot of the times I find myself like I'm trying to say something, but I'm not able to get my point across in the way that my brain is trying to get the fucking point across. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's wild.
Well, you're either a prose person or you're a poet. Like you either say things with a lot of words to get your point across, or you say the 2 words you need to say to get it done.
Yeah.
And you're one or the other. And it's okay if you're prose. It's just for this type of essay, you need to be short.
Yeah. We'll be all right. I
think we'll be great.
What else do we got? Do you have to run? It's been do you have to run or what do you got? Or what would you like to speak on? What would you like to?
Did we have any questions from the audience at the time or?
No, the audience hates us. Hang on.
They just bounced.
Shout out to Sal DeGuardia.
That's right.
Hang on just a moment. So and then sure they scrub. Yes. Oh yeah. Hodl for 40 years. I mean, it's just not, I wouldn't sell it.
Jordan's here still. What's up, Jordan?
Jordan is here. So that's your boy?
Yeah, it's my
Jordan. Shout out.
I think I'd be curious to see. What's that, Korosh?
He said that some of the insiders said that they threw the essay in the email. I'm sure you're not going to get docked for it. 154,000 total. That's when we were talking about that. You got to drop your @Twitter after saying follow. You see, David, you're the man. Like that's how bad of a shiller we are. But yeah, follow us on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle? Titch.
At Adam Titcher. My full name. Not anything exciting.
At Adam Titcher.
And at Duffel Bricks.
Mine is Duffel Bricks. And it's kind of funny because I was trying to figure out what is this? Don't overthink it. True. Yeah, it's kind of funny. The reason with the Duffel Bricks is because I have a lot of bags. I have a lot of bags. I got a lot of bags, and I was accumulating more bags. And at that moment in time, I was thinking, this isn't really a bag anymore. It's like a duffel bag. So then kind of like a play on words, Duffel Bricks. And, like Twitter, every single name is taken. I try not to have like numbers and underscores.
It'll be a suitcase soon.
Yeah, suitcase bricks. And plus, duffel bricks is like a play. You know, to me, it's kind of like a cool play on words. Like bricks comes from Lego bricks,
right?
Which a lot of people don't know. I mean, at first glance, when you see bricks, you think of like, I don't know. Sometimes people think about like drugs, and because like rap songs, they talk about bricks.
Like a brick.
Bricks on bricks. To me, it's like it's Lego bricks, and then it's also like foundations, and it's also like in sports, like I shoot a lot of bricks. You know what I mean? Like,
we both do. Like you and me both.
Bricks. So there's just like a lot of play on words there.
I'm horrible. I like watching professionals make baskets. Yeah. I shoot bricks.
Yeah, no, I shoot a lot of bricks.
I shoot a lot of bricks. That's why I love professional sports, because I'm not good at them.
I shoot a lot of bricks in life too, physically and metaphysically. And then, you know,
well, you miss 100. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just wrote it how I talk, similar to Gary does with his books. Just laid it out from the heart. Yes, sir. Mario. Yo, Mario's gonna come on to the show. We got to come up with a time, so we have to be conscious of Mario, because it would be awesome. Mario does throws tomatoes.
Throws tomatoes. Nice.
Mario.
Maybe Mario, they stick.
I would.
Thank you, by the way, Mario.
Thanks, Mario. I would classify, like, remember how we were talking about, like, we all like classify each other in the community or whatever. You know, either consciously or subconsciously. That's just what we do in life. Just
labels.
General, you know,
people are labeled.
Not necessarily labels, but it's like, you know, when you're out in the world and you're by yourself, it's like, oh fuck, that guy might be crazy. Oh, that guy's kind of an asshole. You know what I mean? So Mario, that guy's a crazy asshole. So Mario, I would classify him as like a legitimate knees deep, neck deep NFT warrior. You know what I mean? Like the flip game is real, the research is real, the speculation is real,
the FOMO is real.
Putting your hands on it and being an operator is super real. And I think it would be awesome to have Mario on the show. So Mario, it was one. And then also I had asked Brian. So little known fact, or maybe it's not little known, but you know, Candy had the Dodgers champion World Series ring deal thing. And
in an auction.
Yeah, Brian already flipped his way, you know, the story of the whatever. I mean, I'd rather he come on and say it, but you know, it's been quite a journey for him as well. And now he's the
owner of a World Series Dodger ring.
Not only that is the interesting thing, and it would be better when if you like, I don't want to spoil the thing, but he fucking willed it into existence. He willed the fucking originally owned Epic into existence.
Yeah.
And he willed the Dodger ring into existence with a plan of what he's going to do
when he gets there,
when he goes out to throw the pitch, and it's fucking elaborate. You know what I mean? So it's like, if that doesn't say anything about, you know, and obviously there has to be like a means, like, you know, all these things operate on, you know, the cryptocurrency, and we're not all wealthy and so on and so forth, whatever the fuck. But what it definitely shows is that the mind is a very powerful thing. And fuck, we've all only been in this thing, what, 60 something days or whatever. We've all really only had like 60 days to kind of like get to know each other, and all the stuff that goes on all over the place within our community with like things like this and things like every project known to man. And it's fucking crazy, man. Mario, it's a humble dude. You're a good dude, Mario. We love you. So, yeah, no kidding. Well, we were on the Clubhouse when he was doing the thing.
The bidding was amazing.
With the fucking with the bidding and the overbid, and dude, like just witnessing and being in the thing.
That was 3 a.m. for me. I couldn't sleep. I was so ecstatic. Like my heart was racing I was like, you're part of something.
It's nuts.
Like, remember I talked about like we're part of something bigger here? It's like,
yeah. The other thing too
real.
is it's like, look, it's like, you know, as corny as it sounds, it's like, you know, I feel like I can just go out into the world and be like, yo, a buddy of mine, like a buddy of mine, I can cop that thing.
Yeah.
And I know like Brian's like,
100%.
well, this guy, you know what I mean? But it's like me, it's like my buddy. That's my guy.
But you can't. He's totally okay with that.
That's my homie. That's my homie.
I know.
My homie pulled it off. Cheerleaders.
It's rich, man. It's like unbelievable that connection. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. The whole thing is fun.
If anyone else would like to join us, let us know.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. Like even the whole like Brady Bunch, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. You can add anyone.
I wanna see that thing real quick, just to give a little context.
What, the Dodger ring?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is it.
Yeah, that's quite the specimen.
This was the auction. That's the winning. And then they also had these.
I bought one of those.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
Sick. I mean, you're a Dodger fan though, too, right?
Yeah, I had to have one. Even if I'm going to flip it, it's like one of those things that's like Candy's first official NFTs was this.
Smart. It's smart. Me, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I
probably run through Bitsky, I think.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. I didn't get off my duff. I was just a spectator, man. Happy to be a spectator.
I'm a sucker for NFTs that you can buy with
fiat.
Yeah.
Well, you come from Top Shots, too.
Yeah.
Right?
And MLB Tops.
Yep. So, one of one, big deal, and started at $20.
You get the NFT, which we just saw. You get the official Dodger ring sized, and then you get to throw out a pitch this season. So he's already like, we'll have him on. He'll talk more about it, but his plans. But he's already making them.
Well, he had a plan. I mean, when he was talking about it, I think it was actually when he had formulated the plan, like no joke. I think the auction was at 5,000 when he was already talking about the plan and how it's going to go down and what he's going to do and how he's going to do it when that happens. Like, what's he going to do on the pitch? And he's got a whole plan.
Yeah.
He had a whole plan right here in this range. And then obviously he was watching it. And then right before it started to kind of get to its last day or last hours, it was from this 777, and then it started getting hype. So this guy tried to get cute with $100. It's not going to fly.
That guy, if you notice, that guy fell off. He's gone.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, look, I mean, look, I'm sure he wanted it. You know what I mean? But
and then that next guy, the same guy who we bid over, is like, "Screw you! I'm going to take 15."
Yeah, right, like, right.
I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, shout out to this guy because at the end of the day, I mean, that's probably all he had. You know, like shout out for him to just at least make a run for it. You know, like, whew. And then this is when your boy.
This is when Brian jumps in.
Yeah, this is when the man pops in, and then it starts getting a little cute over here. This guy official Sean brought it back to reality a little bit. These guys trying to get cute. Official Sean saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And then official Sean's like, "You know what? There's no more cute." So official Sean is official. Like just like looking at all this.
Yeah, he was playing cute with but he's aware.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's official.
Well, wait, go back there. Official Sean bid over V Tomasian. You gotta.
Yeah, I mean,
look that's V Tomasian. He's important.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's important for the story here, right? For the chronological story. So official Sean brought it to some real numbers here. People were trying to get cute around him. He's trying to hit him off with a fly swatter. They keep coming, and he's like, "Yeah." he's like, "Quit, Quit
Go
playing
away.
with me.
It's like, go
Quit
away.
playing with me. And then Brian comes in. He's like, okay, I'm here too. Official Sean says, quit playing with me. Brian comes in. Official Sean says, I told you quit playing with me. Crypto Pup's like, hey, I'm here too. Official Sean brings it to the number. Now this is a significant number.
Key,
69,420 just in crypto and NFT and just all that stuff. It's a very significant number. If you spend time in the crypto space and if you spend time in NFTs, you're going to see that number, 69,420. So Official Sean got official with it. And then Crypto Pup is like, you know what? I am official as well. Brian brought it to the sevens. V Tomasian, and then this is where it starts getting chaos. This is where we were in the chaos.
Right, V Tomasian comes back at 85.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So,
and this is all unfolding with like I think 85,000 is when the additional 5 minutes started.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the auction ended, and then it began this thing where, as long as you get another bid in at the shot clock, yeah, I mean,
you extend the game essentially. And Brian screwed up there and overbid himself, but that wasn't the reason he won. I mean, V Tomasian claims he put in 100,000 bid as time expired and it didn't work.
Oh, wow.
I don't. I mean, he could have said anything.
How do you know? Did you? So
Brian said V Tomasian reached out to him.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's cool.
So I don't think this will be the end of V Tomasian in his
No,
quest.
I mean, look, he's a player. They're both players, man. You know what I mean? These guys, like everyone coming in on here, like regardless of whatever, they're players, man. You know what I mean? Like they're all players. Because we're not talking about a burger and fries, you know, going out to lunch with your family. You know what I mean? We're not...
No, this is you are a celebrity at Dodger Stadium for a day.
Yeah.
Maybe even like Brian will tell us his plans for what he's doing. But I told Brian personally, I'm like, man, you are in the Dodger organization now. Like you just committed.
Part of the gang. You know what? Just for giggles, I want to check out the rug floor. Why isn't the rug floor happening here?
Did you see my text I sent you?
Oh, yeah. What's up with OpenSea these days?
Did you see my text? Someone bought a rug for 0.5 and they posted in the Discord, who's the idiot that just spent $1,000 on a rug?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Did you just send that to me?
Maybe before we started the show.
Oh, wow, yeah. OpenSea's not working for me, man.
The rug floor is fallen.
Is it?
Because of the drapes.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who are just joining in, there's an NFT project called rug.wtf that a bunch of whales are involved in, but it's a sham. Like it appears to be a sham NFT with no roadmap, nothing, no reveal, just a bunch of properties written into a bunch of NFTs at random. And they have question marks surrounding them. Supposedly there's going to be a reveal, but no one knows when. And people are buying them up. And the whole point of the website is to say, don't buy these rugs. You're wasting your money.
Who knows, though? I mean, yeah, I mean, because I was looking at the Mint site and whatnot, and it's kind of like street culture. What is up with OpenSea? Is it me or is it, what in the world's going on?
Yeah, OpenSea sucks sometimes.
Crikey. All right, we'll be all right. Where's, I'm going to Twitter shill. So this is Adam. And this is me.
Adam Titcher. That's Duffel Bricks.
Duffel Bricks. I want to, speaking about social media, I want to have an avatar that's consistent everywhere, but I don't necessarily want to put my face because I'm in, like, again, you know, not just the VeeFriends Discord, but I'm in like other Discords where I'm not necessarily like, hey, this is me and this is what my teeth look like.
I saw that. What is that?
This is actually pretty cool. This is so it's called Little Island, I think. So near so it's basically it's off of the pier on the west side of Manhattan, kind of like the lower-ish west side. I don't know. I'm not like so. It's actually like a park, like a little park, and it's basically it's all elevated off of the pier. So it's like a pier park thing. It's super cool. It's called I think it's called Little Island, and it's fairly new.
You just walk on.
Yeah, you walk on, and it's yeah. And I thought it was kind of an interesting picture. I took the picture from kind of like the outside of it. So it's not the island itself. I mean, you can Google it. It's called Little Island. And I thought that this was super interesting. These little dock posts. And I don't know if they were like put there or they were there. I
think they control the water weight, like the tide.
Ah, yeah. You see that? Yeah.
So they're protecting the park.
I just thought it was an interesting
during storms.
Yeah. Smart. That makes sense.
Yeah, we're an innovative species.
That makes sense. The thing is it's super cool. They got like a lot of like cool little artsy type of stuff on there, and the architecture on this thing is like super interesting to me.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So that's kind of what that is. And then
I think your avatar should be you and Gary Vee. But
see, I'm afraid because I don't want to be so thirsty. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, and this is just me self-judging myself. It's like, you know, Gary's his own man. And it's like, I don't necessarily need that type of shine. Well, hang on. Let me say this the right way. I'm afraid if I do that, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm afraid, like, I don't know. I'm just afraid. I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to, but I have reservations about it that I'm probably making up in my own mind. Again, it's one of these things, like, I'm not a social media person. Like, I put it up there no, I don't think I did. I put a different one up there to try to taste it, to like see how I feel about it. And it was my face. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
I'm hiding behind a gutter cat.
Yeah, I know. Like I
actually used to have my face on my Twitter, and now I'm hiding behind a gutter cat. I
wish I had something to hide behind. You know what I mean? It's one of the, but I don't know. That's
part of this. That's part of the space. You got these little avatars to hide behind.
Yeah, I mean, if I had an ape, I would hide behind the ape.
For sure. If I had an ape,
I was hiding behind, because you know, VeeFriends, they have their own, that they've got the little avatar generator, which fits it right in there with the border.
Yeah.
I was hiding behind a VeeFriend that I didn't own. I was hiding behind the rare robot that I didn't own.
I remember that. You were, I do remember that. No, I was hiding behind the turkey, and then I said, screw it. The turkey's just sitting in my wallet. I'm not doing anything with that right now. I am in the game for gutter cats. So
yeah,
I will wear it as a badge of honor.
And so I guess you said it in the right way. It's like, I don't want to hide behind Gary. You know what I mean? Like, like the experience is super special to me. Like, I'm not one for like taking selfies or even like taking pictures of myself or anything like that. Like, I go through my phone sometimes to try to like find an avatar or something. And it's like, I realize I don't take pictures of myself. I mean, I don't really take pictures of anything. Like, I really don't. I'm terrible. So not only
New York water and parks.
Yeah, and just like a whole lot of just weird stuff. But yeah, I mean, I take a lot of pictures of my son, but I'm not, and I take a lot of pictures of my wife.
You're a parent.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily share them. And you know, it's not one of these things that I'm like super stoked and pumped to throw out into the interwebs. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, one more thing.
Yeah,
we should change the name. Like I'm thinking, like, I'm not necessarily vibing, you know, because I think about like, okay, so like brand and stuff like that, right? And we're gonna obviously continue to do this, but I'm not specifically jazzed on Noisy World, and I wanted to
let people know.
Yeah, I wanted to throw it out there. Like, let's I don't know, like if this is cool and you hang out and you like it and all that stuff.
Give us a less offensive name.
Yeah, I feel like it's oh, here we go. Discord name, that's Dageki.
Oh, he means next to our names on our, like, here's my name, have it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's Mario. That ring is so clean. Which ring? One ring to rule them all?
Oh, the Dodger ring, for sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah, man.
You know how big that ring's gonna be? It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. It's like
crazy.
Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring.
I'm still down for the digital laundromat. But
yeah, we were talking about it. Oh man, I don't know. I love a good play on
words. The NFT world is digital laundry.
I love a good play on words. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what we talk about. We talk about whatever we talk about.
We have a good time.
All right. I think that's good.
We'll check in next week.
Hey, thanks for everybody that came and kicked it. We started with 8 and we basically dragged them into the dirt, and there's 4 still hanging, man.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for hanging.
And just like, share us what your comments, your feedback, what you want us to talk about. If you want to join us, please let us know. Find us on Discord also. We will correct our names for the next show, so you can see our Discord link up, and like and subscribe, I guess, is appropriate. We don't like to shill ourselves, but like and subscribe.
Yeah, just like and subscribe. Just hit the
or just like
smash the bell. Smash that thumbs up. Smash the bell. Oh, the other thing too is like we never really even started talking about this openly until I think like the last episode, or even probably the episode before that. But if anyone wants to come on and kick it, man, I'm gonna purposely try to approach people about coming on, because I feel like it's not going to happen unless we do it. Like, it's the same thing with the New York meetup, right? We just did this New York meetup thing. We were all talking about it forever. And then boom, it took a few of us. It took a few of us to be like, listen, let's stop talking about it and let's get this thing down. And then we got it down, and so it's kind of going to be the same thing here. So I'm going to start trying
the LA meetup has already had dinner 5 times. And
they've already had dinner.
Come on, we got to get this going.
They're having luau's. They're starting LLCs together.
Going to games together.
Yeah, they go to. They all got season tickets, box seats.
Dude, they were getting NFTs together in Venice. There was an art exhibit that was like you had to be present there to get the NFT. So they were going and meeting there together. It was crazy. Yeah. Talk to Brandon about it.
Ay.
Cali folk know what's down.
Yeah, they know what's up. So we're just trying to be like them. But yeah, it was one of these things. So in relation to that is I am going to start trying to gather you up. But if you guys want to come on, you want to talk about anything, like, let's go. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we only meant to do like 20 minutes or like an hour or something, and it always ends up an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. So maybe we'll fix that.
5,555 hours.
5,555 hours. See you later. It's good to see you.
You too. Have a great day.